back. Now, I know it's been 4 weeks since I posted a video, and I am sorry. I've just been busy skipping classes, catching up on homework that I have to do, and I will be more consistent from now on. So let's get to today's video, which is me answering your questions that you guys had. So let's get to it. First question of the day is, why did I create my YouTube channel? That's a very good question. I still don't know. No, honestly, I just want to talk about basketball content to just more than my friends. I want to talk to them, to everyone else in the world. And, YouTube's fun. YouTube's a place where I can just express myself. And it's just a way for me to communicate to a larger group. What are the ceilings and floors for Zion? Zion Williamson is one of a kind. Honestly, it's hard to compare him to anyone right now, but if I had to, I'd say his ceiling would be a prime Blake Griffin. Because prime Blake Griffin was MVP candidate, carry a team, monstrous dunks, and I'd say his floor would be Julius Randle. A solid role player, can get you 20 and 10, and I think Zion's leaning more towards, a star Blake Griffin than he is Julius Randle. But we never know how these things pan out. When people come into the league and they actually have to compete against elite talent. How far do you think Zion's athleticism would take him in the NBA? His athleticism would take him. I don't think it would take him too far. We've seen a lot of guys come into the league who are only athletic, and they turn out to only last a couple of years in the NBA. But a good example would be Vince Carter. He's known as one of the greatest dunkers of all time. I think he's the greatest dunker of all time, and he can shoot the ball now. He can shoot threes. He's known as a shooter too, and so Zion's athleticism can take him only so far, where he's going to have to adapt his game and develop it and learn everything else about basketball. Top 5 players in each position in NBA history. I'll do that for another video, but top 5 players right now in the league, I'd say are Giannis, LeBron, KD, Kawhi Leonard, and Steph Curry. That's not in any order. And I know I left out guys like James Harden and, there's... Yeah, James Harden. He's one of my favorite players. Would I put him over Steph? That's for another video. But yeah, I'd say those 5 are the 5 best players in the league right now. Harden and Davis, they're all debatable. They all can make an argument for it, but I'd say the 5 that I chose, they're gonna stay. Do you think the league would have been different if Derrick Rose was still the face of the NBA? Yes, I think the league would be different, but I don't think he was the face of the NBA, to be honest. I think it was always LeBron. LeBron was always the face of the NBA, but Derrick Rose was rising, and he was rising fast. So to have Derrick Rose impact the league the way he did with, those 2 to 3 years, he won his MVP, but we don't know what would have happened. He could have won more MVPs. He could still be dominating the league, and all I'm saying is Derrick Rose would make a huge impact in the East. How all those years would have turned out. Him, Jimmy Butler, Gasol, Joakim Noah, Carlos Boozer, all those guys would have made solid efforts against LeBron in the playoffs. And that's how good Derrick Rose was. We can't take that away from him. Now, who was the best player of the 2000s? And they gave me 2 options, Kobe or Tim Duncan. I would say Tim Duncan is better than Kobe. And my reasoning is, they don't play the same position, but who would I take? I would take Tim Duncan. Tim Duncan's known for leading teams. Not saying Kobe can't lead a team, but Kobe is great. I'm a Kobe fan, but he's more of an ISO player, more ball dominant, while Tim Duncan is a monster with or without the ball. You know, and that's what I love. You know, someone who can dominate without the ball. You know, we look at today like a perfect example of someone in the 2010s to now to current day. I would say Klay Thompson is an example of a dominant player without the ball. He doesn't need the ball to be dominant. You know, he can play defense. He doesn't have to like take too many dribbles. He just has to catch it and shoot it. And so I'm gonna choose Tim Duncan. What do I think of relationships in this generation? Seeing that I am part of this generation, relationships seem easy. Easy as in people break up and then the next day they'll be with someone else. You know what I'm saying? Like, not saying people are snakes or anything, but people are so like desperate to get into a relationship where they don't take time to rest, and people can't stop hitting each other's DMs, which I don't know. You know, I didn't even know what DMs meant until like a year ago. So yeah, that's what relationships are. I guess I'm a noob in this generation. Explain how I got my girlfriend. Easy. I was myself, you know, and you can't take that away. Plus, I had some pretty bad pickup lines that made her laugh, and when you make them laugh, there's a chance of dating. So that's the rule, you know. Bad pickup lines. I actually have a set of pickup lines prepared for any girl. Just kidding. What is Casey like as a brother? Casey he's nice sometimes. He can be lazy, even though I'm pretty lazy, but yeah, he's nice. He thinks he's better than me in basketball all the time, which doesn't make sense because he's not. Anyways, no, he's a good brother. You know, we always look out for each other, and I'm sure he misses. You know, like when we were in school together, we'd always just tell each other about each other's day, and that was fun. But now it's just we're getting older, and time with each other is, we still spend time together, but it's more of like he's growing up and he has his own friends, and I have my own friends too. If you can meet someone, who would it be? I would love to meet Chris Hemsworth, or also known as Thor in the Avenger movies. Just because he seems like he'd be awesome to hang out with. Not saying the others wouldn't. Like, I would love to hang with all the Avengers, but you know, hanging with him, I feel like it'd just be super chill. Plus, he could be my bodyguard. So yeah. If I could pick one thing to keep, what would it be? I would keep my phone, just because it basically has everything I need on it. You know, I can check scores for basketball. I can take photos. I can call anyone if I need help. So I'd take my phone. But there wouldn't be a charger with it because I can only choose one. So yeah. If I had the choice of... Wait. What? I don't understand this question. Okay. Well, another question that was texted to me privately was, how many relationships have I been in? And I've been in 3 relationships. I know that's more than I thought I've been in, but I've been in 3 relationships, and the first 2 weren't so great. That could be for another story time, but the one I'm in right now is amazing. You know, she's such a great partner, and I love her. Other questions people had for me were, how long have you been in a relationship? Like, what's the longest time you've been in a relationship? 9 months, and that's the one I'm in right now. I broke the record easily because the other ones weren't too long either. My feelings towards college life is actually really fun. You know, I get to hang with my friends. I get to go to class when I want to. Not saying you should skip, but it happens occasionally. And you don't plan to, but sometimes basketball is just calling my name. Anyways, college life is actually really fun. Um, I'm not saying college is for everyone, but for me personally, I love it. Um, Having the opportunity to just learn and also, enhance my skills is a great opportunity just for anyone in general. And so I take the opportunities that I get and I use them for the advantages that I can create. So yeah, college is fun. I'm not saying you should go to college, but check it out. You never know. Do you miss high school? I miss some parts of high school, and other parts of high school I could care less about. I definitely don't miss the lunches, but I do miss hanging with, like everyone. I loved the vibes I got at high school. Student government presidents at one point, 3 points, 4 points, but it was all fun and games. I just wish I didn't mess around so much, but it's also who I am. So I think I would have messed around no matter what. One person you feel helped nurture you into who you are today. So I would say it would be my friend. I don't know if they're my best friend. I don't have a best friend. It would be Money. That's what I call him. Some other people call him some other things, but I call him Money, and he's a real great friend. I know a lot of times people just see us messing around with each other, not with each other, but like to others as well. And I love that we have a relationship where we don't get mad at each other ever. We had one big fight, and we didn't talk to each other for 2 days, or actually, was it 2 days? I don't even feel like it was 2 days. It was probably just for a whole day, and then at the end of the day, we made up. That's how it is. He's like a brother to me. I'm definitely the older one, better looking one. I'm better than him in everything. Anyways, that's one person who helped nurture me, because my philosophy in life is shaped by our actions, and he and I, when we hang out, just, yeah, like, I wouldn't be who I am without him. I don't want to go into too much in depth because it's gonna take a while. One thing I miss about my father. So, if you guys don't know, my father did pass away. It's been a little over a year now, and one thing I definitely miss are his jokes. He was one funny man. He was an amazing man, but his jokes were always unique because you wouldn't think of laughing at them, but then when you think about it, they're like hilarious. He could say it in Hmong, he could say it in English, and I would still laugh. To this day, I still think about his jokes. Sometimes I'm laying in bed and I'm just laughing because I just remember all the jokes he had for me. So yeah, what do you cherish most about your family right now? I cherish, just the little things we do. Whether it's just bugging each other or personally, I'm scared of mice, so when I'm screaming for help and just helping each other, even though it looks hilarious if you didn't know what was happening. So, yeah, that's what I love. Indoor or outdoor dates with your girlfriend? I prefer outdoor dates just because I love being outside. I only love indoor dates if it involves food. But you can eat food outside, so, yeah. Swimming at the beach or the pool? I can't swim. I just can't. Like, I've drowned before, and it sucks. So yeah, no beach or pool. I'm okay with being at the basketball court. Just getting that shot in. Anyways, the last question of the day is: do you enjoy driving with no destinations, or with destinations? Personally, I enjoy driving with no destinations. Just because when you're driving with no destinations, you're not stressed about where to turn or what to do next. You just go with the flow. And I'm a person who loves to go with the flow. I don't care too much if, I missed a turn. Like, no. we'll get there eventually. Like, we don't need to get there now. You know, like, let's just go wherever life takes us. And that's kind of how I live my life too. You know, like, I didn't start school when everyone else started school, but you know, here I am, and I'm on YouTube, which I didn't expect at all. So that is it about the questions. Please please leave a like and subscribe to my channel if you haven't. Hoop Chat Nation starting to rise. And yeah, I will do the 10 minutes, 10 Blazing Wings challenge with my friends if I can get 15 likes on this video. And I promise you, we can't handle spice at all. So it'll be hilarious to watch. Alright, so that was everything. I hope you guys have a great night. Peace. Alright, so I hope you guys enjoyed that video. And I know you guys had plenty more questions, but that's all I can answer for this video, just to not make it too long. I hope you guys got to know me a little bit better, and I will post more videos consistently now. So please keep following my channel, keep subscribing and staying subscribed. And if you haven't, please leave a like. And 15 likes means my friends and I will do the Blazing Challenge. No doubt about it. So peace. Have a good night.